Ah! All right. Oh, nice. Hey, Hickok 45. I just emptied 2 magazines already. Doesn't take long, does it? Hickok 45 with a Glock 41. Practical, tactical. Let's take a look at it. And let's shoot this crazy thing. I mean, it's a 45, so it should be something I shoot. Yes, this is a new offering from Glock, introduced just in the last month or two. And it's kind of in the practical tactical line. If you're familiar with the Glock 34 and 35, you have a 9mm in this configuration in the 34. You have a 40 caliber in the Glock 35 in this configuration. You've seen them both right here at the compound. And now they have it in 45 ACP. All right. So the difference is, biggest difference, on the others they just kind of stretched them out and made them longer. Okay, this one, however, is a little different in that the slide is thinner. I grab my Glock 21 Gen 4 here, and it's a different thickness. This is the 9mm 40 slide thickness on this new Glock 41. You see the difference there? And I mean, we'll put the calipers on and everything, but it's a 9mm 40 slide. Okay, it's basically a Glock 30S with an extended slide and barrel. You get right down to it. Okay, you still have your high capacity. Your standard capacity holds 13. You know, the standard Glock 21 magazines. So that's what you got, by and large. So practical, tactical. Maybe we'll decide whether it is more practical than it is tactical, or what the heck it is. Let's take a couple more shots with it. I've shot it a few times, and of course it's a Glock. It seems to work, and you can't hate it if you like a Glock and you like the way they operate. So let's grab it in slow motion and pull it out and take a shot. Let's see, you know, where the sights are on this. Pretty nice, pretty much right on, and you got a nice reset. What you'd expect with a Glock, right? Let's put that mag on the table. I think I've got some more ammo. I got some with ammo in them. Yeah. Let's go into the gong since I have a fresh magazine. Okay. Ah, feels good. Big old 45 slugs. Standard Glock 21 magazines. I've got a variety of them there. Most of them are old. I've got 3 new ones with the gun, and they all seem to work. Let's go over there on the red plate, okay? It's kind of a cloudy day, and I can't see the targets. What other excuses do I have? Let's see. If I pulled right on it and pull the trigger, let's see what happens. There we go. If you hold right on and pull the trigger, you hit it. Let's try the piggies. Yeah, I need to get it up on there a little bit. Try Mr. Turkey. There we go. Yeah, a little high. Okay. It's not got a bad trigger. It's not what I'd consider a competition trigger. I had a 17L many years back. I used to shoot some IPSC matches with, and oh, I had a lovely trigger. But it's not bad, because it's really designed to be practical also, you know. There we go. Oh, hey, you better fall. It's a 45. Turkey almost didn't realize he was being hit with 45 caliber slugs, did he? Okay, before we get it too hot, so it shoots, I mean, feels good, feels fine. I love the recoil of a 45. It's a big push. For those of you who don't know that, it's a big push. You think, whoa, look at those slugs, how much bigger that is than a 9mm or a 380. If you've ever fired one, you would think, well, I'm not ready for that. Well, you might not be, but it's a different kind of recoil. If you got any kind of weight in your gun at all, it'll do okay for you. Okay, let's take it apart. See if I remember how to take a Glock apart. Okay, Gen 4, of course, Gen 4 spring and all that. Now, some things I wanted to show you are what you have here. Okay, Gen 4 Glock 21 here we're comparing with, which is the 45. Use the same magazines and everything. Okay, I'll keep them separate here. All right, barrel a little bit longer. I think it's 5.3 inches on the 41, the new Glock. Okay, now I don't know if you can tell there, but or if there is even a difference at the end, but the barrel is thicker on, I think, on the Glock 21. The funny thing is they're the same weight. Okay, and that's what I was going to show you. We'll turn the scales on here, get it ready, because I want to show you where the difference is. This Glock 41 weighs about 3 ounces more, or excuse me, less than the standard Glock 21. Imagine that. This big old longer Glock weighs less. You see the difference in thickness on the slide? There's the reason. So you've got less material in that slide. It's a thinner slide. I mean, it's more narrow, and you can see the thickness of the sides there. There's a lot more steel in that Glock 21 slide than there is in the Glock 41 slide in terms of the thickness and, well, in overall, because this slide weighs less. I'll show you. Here's the Glock. We got it on pounds and get the right mode. Yeah, that's a Glock 21 slide. 1 pound, 1 ounce, basically, a little bit over. Glock 41 slide, 14 ounces. See, so you got 1 pound and 1 ounce versus 14 ounces. Yeah, or 1 pound and 1 ounce. So we got 3 ounces difference. That's the difference basically in the gun too. I'll leave the barrels. The barrels are the same. Well, I won't go through that again. The barrels and the frames are the same weight. Okay, even though this barrel's longer, it's the same weight as that barrel, and the frames weigh the same. Imagine that. The difference is right here in the slides. 3 ounces more in the shorter one. Okay, and you can feel it. I mean, it's just heavier. Okay, now I'm a little surprised. When I shot this the first time, I brought it out, I thought, whoa, it seemed to kick a little bit more than I remembered a 45. I don't know, maybe it was just cold, maybe it was just me. Been a little bit under the weather lately. I don't know. It just seemed to kick more. And the next day I went in and got my 21 out and did a little comparison. Actually, that was this morning when I did that, and shot them both, picking one up than the other. And I'm gonna do a little bit of that today too. And then I didn't notice the difference. I couldn't tell the difference with that, so I don't know, we'll do it again, see what, if I reach a different conclusion or not, I don't know. But you see the difference in the size. They're basically the same gun, 45 in terms of the grip, and then you have just a shorter slide and a heavier slide on the Glock 21. Okay, so this is, again, kind of geared, I guess, towards competition circuit, and then of course, there are police departments that carry these configurations, especially in the 40, and that might be one of the markets Glock is after. You know, for those who carry 45s, carry this. In one of those other videos we did with the practical tactical Glock, I think it was maybe the 40 caliber. I had a 5-inch 1911 on the table, I recall, and we put them side by side, and they were about the same size. You know, you take the beaver tail and everything into consideration. This gun, even though it looks really big, they're same as a 5-inch 1911. You know, so kind of puts it in perspective in terms of, you think, well, that's too big to carry as a duty gun, or that's awfully large. But actually, maybe if you want the sight radius, you know, it's not so bad. I don't know. So some ways, to me, it's more appealing as a carry gun, if I want to carry a big gun, than it would be as a competition gun. Now I've got some arms core here I want to shoot. I haven't tried that in it yet. Let's see how they do. All right, 230 grain ammo. That's what I always shoot. Be sacrilegious to shoot anything else, because Jeff Cooper might be up there watching, right? Even if it's a Glock. He's shooting 230 grain ammo. All right. Oh man, you gotta love a 45 though. Oh, okay. Let's just shoot something right here. It just makes you want to keep shooting. It's hard to stop, hard to stop. Can't stop throwing those big slugs around. I think I have some more. Oh, I do. Oh, I'm gonna try those rams over there, see if they'll move. Hey, they do when you hit them. Interesting, huh? See if the pigs want to move. Yeah, you put a slug on them. I could learn to like that, I have to say. You can never hate. I'm out of ammo. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, I'll grow up one of these days. What was I about to say? You can't hate no more sight radius. Sight radius helps. It really does. I don't know, in a practical sense, if that little bit makes a difference. Let's see the distance between the sights there. You've got just, you know, you got more. No, like maybe 3/4 of an inch or something. Your front sight. That can't hurt, but by and large, it's not the world of difference. But in competition, though, that's one of the things that is really nice, because you'll come up on stages sometimes. Most of it is, you know, is this kind of stuff. You know, you're shooting here and it's quick, and it's really your reaction time and reacquiring your sight picture when you go from this to that and all that sort of thing. But occasionally you got to reach out there and you've got a small target, and maybe it's a 25, 30 yards, and you've got to bear down and really be careful. Get a good trigger break, and in those cases, it's really nice to have that extra sight radius, no doubt about it. Well, I know one thing I didn't try. I still have the Chris we haven't sent back yet. Let's try that. This is some old 40, this is Blazer or something. This has those small primers, or does it? Yeah, doesn't it? I don't know. Oh, that's standard. I don't know. I tell you, I'm losing my mind here. I was loading some of this the other day. That's a large primer, I guess. Anyway, you run across 45. I've been meaning to rant some on that sometime. The 45 ACP now, you know, you run across it that's loaded with small primers. Yeah, I mean, the case is designed for small primers. And whoever came up with that deserves to be strung up, because, you know, you're picking up brass to reload, and now you have to sort it. Some of it takes a small primer, some of it takes a large primer. Okay, I feel better now. All right, let's try this big old Chris and see if it works. Now there's a rig. There's your carry gun right there. Okay, you think you'd print with that? You know, wearing a t-shirt over? Oh man. Let's see if these long mags typically work, I think. Not bad. I'm gonna go buffalo hunting. Nice. Not sure what I did there. This wonderful ammo. I don't know. Okay. I'm not sure what happened. Okay. Try again. I was just in the mood to shoot some buffalo since I had 45. What happened? The trigger didn't feel like it had totally reset on that shot, and so I guess it wasn't the ammo. Something, I don't know what happened there, but the trigger didn't seem to totally reset. I don't know how that big magazine would have an effect on that or not. Anyway, we'll see. Nice. Oh man, I tell you what, 45 ACP is fun to shoot. It really is. And again, this is the new model from Glock. We appreciate them sending it to us. It's a T&E gun. and I requested it if we got back from SHOT Show. You guys have been asking me over and over, am I going to get one? And so I contacted them and got one in here. It, like I say, it's the Practical Tactical in the 45. You got the slim slide on it, and that's why it's not cut out like the other Practical Tactical guns are. They had to take some of the metal out of those because they added metal to make them longer. Well, this one, they took away metal through the entire, length of it, of course, because it's a thinner slide. Didn't need to do that. In fact, it's still 3 ounces lighter than the standard Glock 21 magazine. So, this one has night sights, by the way, if I didn't point that out. I don't think they all come with night sights, but some of them do. So to me, that kind of falls under the more practical, title. It's a practical tactical gun. In some ways, if you're going to carry a large gun, maybe this is more of a practical gun than it is a tactical gun. I don't know. Maybe tactical is practical. These terms are funny, aren't they? But I don't know. I'm a little bit perplexed. I'm not sure where it fits the best, to tell you the truth. I don't necessarily see this replacing my Glock 21. And I'm not sure it'd be my first choice to take to a shooting match. I think I would lean towards a 40 that holds 15 or 16 rounds instead of this that holds 13. Make major with a 40. I don't know. I'm just a little perplexed about exactly where it fits, but chime in and see what you think, where you would carry it or where you would compete with it and where it would fit. It is, out of the box, so it's it's not an open class gun or something. It's a kind of a production gun, so it can be used in a lot of different forms of competition. So the Glock 41 in 45 ACP, a lot of people have been wanting a long slide in 45 ACP. I don't know if they were actually wanting the thick, heavy slide or they were wanting this one, but they got it. A long slide, practical tactical in 45. So there it is. Fun to shoot. Life is good. Oh, since you're still here, one thing I forgot to do in the video was test the recoil impulse on both guns like I told you I did before the video, and I wasn't sure I could tell any difference. Well, I did it again after the video. Y'all already left, sorry. And I can tell the difference. I did some one-handed with both, and the old Glock 21 with the 3 ounce heavier slide, a little bit softer, just a little bit softer. So you got to decide if you're ready to go to a shooting match next week and you're buying one of these two firearms, what's more important to you, I guess, the longer sight radius or a little bit softer recoil, maybe a little quicker follow-up, I don't know. So I do, it's a little bit softer with this one. Well, it ought to be, the slide's 3 ounces heavier. Okay, so I'm not going to charge any extra for that extra information, but I'm just glad you came back and let me share that with you. So I'll talk to y'all later.